Good morning, I'm Heather. Thank you so much for joining this morning. So this morning I wanted to maybe get a little bit vulnerable with you guys. Yesterday I had kind of an emotional day. Something happened in the beginning of the day and then a couple of other things happened. And I know you don't have to be in real estate to have emotional days, so this can hopefully relate to a lot of you. I've recently read a couple of books, NLP. I've read a book, Battlefield of the Mind, and a couple of other brain books on how you think and positive ways of thinking and just different things on the feelings that we feel when certain things go on. So I wanted to share with you something that can get you over the hump of an emotional day or emotional situation, and hopefully it helps you. It's going to be kind of interesting, so please bear with me and hopefully you have an open mind. Okay, so when something terrible happens, take that situation. This is what I do. And in my mind, I visualize that situation and I duct tape it. So I duct tape it and I close my eyes and I picture, wrapping it in duct tape. It ends up being like visually like this big old duct tape ball, I guess. And and the bigger the ball is just like how much of my mind effort's going into that, whatever happened, and that made me upset, and that made me upset, and all these things. So like the bigger the issue, the bigger the ball. Okay, so bear with me. So I take that and I close my eyes and I start to, number one, be grateful of the time that I've released by not having to deal with that. So I start thinking, okay, if I'm not dealing with this, and maybe it was an opportunity, like for me, it could be a buyer, it could be a seller, it could be a transaction, it could be a property, whatever it is. So whatever time I was going to spend on that, I think about and start just bringing grateful thoughts about where my mind can be spent. Okay, so that was going to take up 10 hours of my week, and now I have that 10 hours available and I should be spending it somewhere else, and I'm so grateful for that. And what happens is every time I think of the good things that my time now has been released, I take that situation and I put it in my hands and I'm like making it smaller and smaller and smaller. And I don't know about you, but I have to do this, both physically and mentally. And I continue to think of these things now that, possible opportunities. I go back to economics, opportunity cost. You can't spend your time doing one thing if it's, spent doing something else. I'm like, think of all those good things that can come about getting rid of that situation or not having to deal with that situation. And so I think about it, I make the ball smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and I continue to process it. And this could be like a 5-10 minute process, all the way until it gets to be a ball, like a small baseball size. And then for me, because I used to play softball, I let those good feelings that I have like just resonate in me. NLP talks about sending those good feelings in throughout your body and really just focusing on them, making those good feelings bigger, making the bad feelings smaller. And then I take the ball, I throw it up in my mind, and I have a bat and I hit it, and it's a home run, and it's such a good home run that the ball never is seen, and it just goes so far out of my life. I just wanted to share that with you. It's helped me. I know it's kind of humorous, and humor does lighten the situation. So hopefully that was encouraging to you. Let me know if you actually try it and what happens and how you feel. Have a wonderful day.